An incident is an unexpected event that leads to an unwanted outcome, like an injury, illness, business loss, environmental damage, or even death. Throughout your working life, you might be part of an incident investigation. Whether you're the subject of an investigation, sharing your expertise, or doing the investigating, it's important to understand how the process works and what it aims to achieve. Incidents happen for many reasons, including organizational weaknesses and equipment failures. Human error is just one of the most visible factors. In the past, it was common to blame incidents on human error without understanding how or why errors occurred. Often the person making the error would be retrained or even disciplined. Meanwhile, the real causes, the organizational and system weaknesses, would remain. Knowledge of human factors helps us understand why incidents happen. Instead of focusing on who did what, we now see human error as a symptom of deeper, underlying issues. By identifying the difficult situations where errors occurred, we can understand how these situations were created, influenced, or managed by the organization. These are the underlying root causes. We then make recommendations to resolve these root causes and prevent future incidents, improving working conditions, equipment, task design, and processes along the way. Investigations usually have three phases: gathering evidence, analyzing it to find the root causes, and making recommendations. But it's not as simple as it sounds. An incident investigation begins by looking at evidence and understanding the timeline of what happened, including physical evidence and technical details. This involves interviewing people, photographing the scene, examining equipment, and reviewing procedures, permits, and other documentation. During interviews, investigators try to understand what actions people took and why. It is important investigators keep an open mind. Actions that may seem wrong in hindsight were usually done for reasons that made sense at the time. Witnesses might be under a lot of stress, so their accounts must be taken individually in an atmosphere of openness and trust. The investigator isn't looking to blame anyone. They're trying to understand what factors influence the decisions and actions made. There could be many factors, including those related to the task, like the quality and use of procedures, the availability and design of equipment, the work environment, such as weather conditions, housekeeping, noise and light levels, and the worker, how much sleep they had, their training, and their stress levels. Importantly, investigators don't just focus on frontline activities, they also look at the roles of designers, supervisors, and managers. How did leadership communicate their priorities and safety expectations? How were these enforced? Was there adequate supervision? How was the work planned? Once the investigator has all the evidence, they analyze the incident, identifying not just the technical failures and human errors that were the surface-level immediate causes, but also the hidden, underlying root causes that influence decisions and actions, and may have made the work harder than it needed to be. An incident investigation should focus on learning, not blaming. An organization truly learns only when it makes measurable changes, like updating equipment, improving processes, or changing work conditions. By considering human factors, leaders can take forward recommendations that lead to real, meaningful improvements. And finally, incidents aren't the only learning opportunity. Most work is completed successfully. But just because an incident didn't happen, it doesn't mean everything went as planned. Learning from every opportunity is how the best organizations operate. So, what do you think? Have you been involved in an incident investigation? How much is human factors a part of incident investigations in your organization? What are some of the pitfalls of trying to both learn from an incident and place blame on the individuals involved? How could investigations be improved in your organization? Thanks for watching.